Welcome to the videos of the LetItRide system. In this video, we'll talk about the basic step of how to set up a local server, how to set up the database tables, how to access the website, and how to request a ride with the website. To install XAMPP or XAMPP, go to your preferred browser, go to Google, and type in XAMPP in the search bar. This should return a list of results. One of them should be a download link under XAMPP installers. If you don't have this set of results, go to XAMPP installers and click on download, and it should bring you to the page where download should have taken you in the Google page. In the download page, there are multiple download links for different operating systems. Depending on what operating system you're using, you should download installers based on that operating system. For example, I'm using Windows. I should download one of these links. And it shouldn't matter which link you download, it should all include PHP, MySQL, and the server. So for me, I should click on this since it's the latest version and it includes PHP, and then click Save. Remember where you're downloading the file though. Now that you have your XAMPP installer for your operating system, you should try to install it like other programs on your computer. On Windows, it's recommended to try to run the installer as an administrator, so it will give you the least resistance. It may take a little bit to load, but it should be coming up soon. There we go. It may try to give you some warning like so, but it should be fine. So what you want to do after the installer starts is click Next. Choose what you want to install or what you not want to install. Choose where you're going to install the XAMPP folder. Remember where this folder is and keep clicking Next. Since I've already installed XAMPP, I have something in here and it will give me an error since XAMPP wants a empty folder. And keep clicking Next until you finish the install of XAMPP. After you have installed XAMPP, what you want to do is extract the files in LetItRide project.zip to your htdocs file in your XAMPP file directory. After you've navigated to the directory where XAMPP is, you should click into XAMPP and look for a file named htdocs and double click in it. Your folder should not look like this, or it should look like it should populate by something else right now. What you want to do is drag the zip file here and then extract everything to this file right here. And then if you need to replace anything, if it asks you to, click Yes to all. After you have installed XAMPP as well as the files required to run the LetItRide system, you have to go to the XAMPP control panel, which should be one of your program listed right here. Open it. After you have opened the XAMPP control panel, you may notice there are some problems listed. For example, in this case, port is used by another program. What you want to do in this case is terminate the process that is using that port. For example, in Windows, you can open Task Manager and just end task this way, and afterward you can start the Apache server as well as the MySQL server. After you have started the Apache server and the MySQL database, what you want to do is go to MyPHP admin in order to create some of the tables the website requires. First, you have to click on this admin button here. This will take you to a page with PHP MyAdmin. Now, in order to locate the SQL script file that we have created, you have to go back to your htdoc file earlier, and inside there will be a SQL script file. After opening the SQL script file, you'll see many SQL files, including one called backup.sql. For everything that is not backup.sql, open them with your favorite file editor. What you want to do now in each of the SQL file is highlight all of these SQL scripts, copy, go back to PHP MyAdmin, click on SQL, and in this blank space, paste. And then you press Go for every one of the SQL file in order to execute all the SQL statement to prepare for the website. Alternatively, in PHP MyAdmin, we can click on the Import tab, click on Choose Files, go to your htdocs folder in XAMPP, click on the SQL script, and click on the SQL script from top to bottom. So open and then go for each of them. Within the SQL script, we have also created multiple test accounts that you can see right here on the screen. After you run the SQL script to set up the tables for the website, now you need to reset the root password for your MySQL server. To do that, you can use Google to search up how to change the root password for your MySQL server for root. So this is the first link that appears in my result, and I just click on it. Here's the instruction for Windows, and here's the instruction for Unix. I will include the link in the description below or in the annotation right about now. This would be the password we want to use for our MySQL database root password, all lowercase password. Now that you have the Apache server running as well as the MySQL database set up, next thing you want to check is whether your browser has enabled JavaScript. Go to Google and click on how to activate JavaScript and click on enabljavascript.com. Once you go into it, it will tell you whether JavaScript is enabled in your browser. But if it tells you JavaScript is not enabled, you can go down to your specific browser section and check on how to activate JavaScript for each of these browsers. Alright, now that we have everything set up, we can try to go to the LetItRide website. Next, on your address bar, type in localhost/index.html like so right here, and click enter. And now you're at the homepage of the LetItRide webpage. LetItRide homepage, if we click the Let Your Journey Begin button down here, we'll be navigate to the sign up or the login page. In the sign up and login page, if you want to sign up, you have to fill in the information in name, email address, and password, and then press get started. After you fill your information to sign up, press get start, and if there's no information in the database that matches yours, then you have successfully registered, and it will pop up and tell you that. If you try to sign up with information that is already in the database, like so, then when you try to get started to trying to register, the website will give you an error message saying the email is already exists, and then we'll back to the sign up page. To the login form, simply press login and you will be there. After you're at the login form, simply type in your email address and your password that you register with the system in sign up, and you can log in as either the customer or the driver by pressing the respective buttons. If a user tries to log in using an email address that does not fit normal email conventions, then the website will give you an error when you try to log in like so. If a user tries to log in into the system using an email that does not exist in the database or use a password that does not match the email address in the database, when they try to log in, the website will give an error message saying that they have a login credential problems. Then they will be back to the sign up page. After the user successfully sign up with the website, the first time they log in as a customer, they will be brought into a additional customer information page. After the user has successfully signed up with the website, the first time they log in as a customer, they'll be greeted by a customer information page where we ask for more information from the customer. Since the system requires a credit card number from the customer in order to make a transaction, we ask the customer to put in their credit card number right here. And then once they're done typing in the numbers, they can click continue to the customer homepage. Just like signing in as the customer for the first time, signing in as the driver for the first time will also require you to input additional driver information into this page. In this page, the driver will have to type in their driver license, license plate, and car model, routing number, and their bank account number. The driver's license, license plate, and car model are used for the customer to identify the driver during the ride. The routing number, the bank account number are used for the transaction later when the ride is fulfilled. After the user input these information into the respective row, they can click continue to continue into the driver homepage. Once the user finishes typing in driver information into the driver information page, they may click continue, and if information is input into the database successful, it will say successfully register, and then you click OK, and then you'll go to the driver homepage. After the user finished typing in information on the additional customer and driver information page, the next time they try to log in as either as a customer or a driver, they will go immediately to the customer homepage and the driver homepage, like so. After you log in as either as a driver or as a customer, your browser may ask to enable location service for this site. You need to make sure that you always have location share on for any of the browser in order to use this website, so the website can use its auto detect location service, like so. By default, both customer and driver's location are automatically located using the location service we mentioned earlier. However, for customers, you can input where you want to be picked up and the destination of where the ride is going to be. As shown earlier, once the system found a driver for the customer map will change to include a map from the pickup location to the destination, as well as a pop-up telling the customer the information of the driver. Once the customer has input both the pickup location and the destination, they may click the Request a Ride button to try to request a ride. If there are no driver currently ready to pick up the customer yet, a message saying no driver found will be shown like shown in the video right now, and telling the customer that no driver found. For the driver, once you are ready to work and are committed to wait until the system finds a customer, click the Look for Customer button right here, and the system will begin looking for a customer for you. Now that there are a driver in the queue looking for customer, the customer can click Request a Ride again. And this time, look, there's a path on the customer side and also driver information. On the left side, we showed the driver is moving toward the customer. As shown earlier, once the system found a driver for the customer map will change to include a map from the pickup location to the destination, as well as a pop-up telling the customer the information of the driver. As you may have noticed on the driver homepage map earlier, there was a marker that was driving very fast on the map from driver location to the customer location. That was a simulation bot from the driver location to the customer location. Since this is an experimental version, we speed up the bot speed so it doesn't hinder the tester too much. As you may have noticed, the cost of the ride is shown on the customer homepage once the bots start coming from the driver location to the customer pickup location. Customer can click on the driver information button like so to look at the details of the driver. Now that the driver has picked up the customer, the driver must click the Confirm Picked Up button right here to continue the ride. Here, we are looking at another session. Once the driver has picked up the customer, the driver must click Confirm Picked Up. Then the system will recalculate a route from the customer pickup location to the destination, like so. And in the experimental version, since we wrote a bot, it will start driving to the destination, like so. Once the driver and the customer has arrived at the destination, the driver may click Confirm Ride End to end the ride, like so. After the ride has ended, the driver can choose to either look for another customer or choose to sign out. If the driver chooses to sign out, the driver may click Sign Out to sign out from the website to return to the login page. For customer, the same applies. When they are trying to sign out, they click Logout and they will be returned to the sign-in page. There were some details and what not to do that wasn't on the video. For example, the experimental bot written in the website is fast, so it does not waste tester times. For more details on what not to do, it's on the project document. Please refer to it.